Just 8 minutes can change your life. Today, I'll teach you how to get key benefits from this truly impactful journaling method. I journaled for over 1,500 days straight and will teach you how to tangibly change your life through this practice. By the end of this video, you'll know the never before shared 8-minute method for journaling for wellness and productivity. Let's start with the basics. What are the well-researched benefits of journaling? Through several studies, certain types of journaling has shown to be an effective tool for treating anxiety, stress, and even depression. Journaling can be one of the best tools for cultivating gratitude, which has well-researched benefits on improving mental health, overall well-being, and relationships. Daily journaling can help you define and achieve your goals by providing you the motivation to actualize your dreams. As neurologist Judy Willis says, it shouldn't come as any surprise that journaling can also improve overall memory function. The practice of writing can enhance the brain's intake, processing, retaining, and retrieving of information. These are all just some of the well-studied benefits of journaling. So how can you start to get these rewards on a daily basis? Before getting into the 8-minute method, I do want to emphasize that there is a plethora of different types of journaling out there. Some of these categories include goal-oriented journaling, where you focus on goals and achievements, or creative journaling, where you artistically express yourself, or even reflective journaling that focuses on one's thoughts, experiences, or emotions. Even outside of these three examples, there is a ton of beneficial types of journaling out there. The 8-minute method of journaling will not be perfect for everybody, but it does combine a wide variety of different types of journaling methods to make sure that you have a well-rounded, highly impactful journaling method each and every day. Even if you don't implement each and every step from this 8-minute method, you're going to want to stick around to the end where I reveal what I learned through 1,500 days of doing this every single day. Now, onto my 8-minute method for consistent well-being and productivity. Firstly, I use James Clear's Clear Habit Journal, but truthfully, any old notebook with blank pages will work just fine. This full process that I'm about to describe takes just 8 minutes, but it will be a useful tool for promoting well-being and productivity each and every day. The journal has 3 sections, a 1 line a day section at the front, a habit tracking section at the back, and a large amount of blank pages in between. Each day, I complete all 3 sections of the journal. The first section, 1 line a day, I use as a gratefulness list. You'll write down one thing that you're grateful for and a short reason why. The more specific, the better. For example, you could write, I am grateful for my friendships because they bring camaraderie, fun, and variety to life. Now, don't just write this down quickly and move on. Practicing gratefulness is about sitting with this feeling for a little while. So I encourage you to take a moment and really sit with this feeling of gratefulness. After gratefulness, I turn to the blank pages section, where I use half a page per day. I write down today's date, and then directly below that, I write down my personal mantra. In order to create your personal mantra, which I highly recommend, you could use the following structure. What is something that you want to feel? What is something that you want to do? What is something that you want to have? What is something that you want to be? And what is something that you want to give? Now, something meaningful to you that you want to write down every day works just fine. This structure has been immensely helpful for myself, and maybe it will work for you. As an example, my personal mantra that I write down every day following this structure is feel grateful, benefit others, have a happy family, be ambitious, and learn and give knowledge. Next, immediately below this, I make a grid with 4 equal quadrants. Make sure to leave a little space remaining at the bottom of the page. In the top left corner, you'll make a bullet list of all the different things that you want to get done in the day. You're not committing that you're going to get every single thing done, but if the day went perfectly, what are all the things that you do? In the top right corner, you'll distill this list into 2 daily goals. If nothing else, what are you committed to getting done today? In the bottom left, you'll write your 2 weekly goals, similar to the daily goals. If nothing else, what 2 things are you getting done this week? I generally establish these on Monday mornings and assess them on Sunday evenings, but starting and ending them on any day of the week works just fine. Finally, in the bottom right-hand corner, I write the 4 Agreements. The 4 Agreements is a hugely famous book by Miguel Ruiz that outlines 4 different goals that each and every one of us can attain to achieve more personal freedom and overall well-being. If you haven't read this book, I highly recommend you give it a try. Now, let me know down in the comments if you want me to make a video about this book or others that help promote well-being and productivity. The 4 goals or agreements are as follows. Always do your best, be impeccable with your word, don't make assumptions, and don't take anything personally. Now, these agreements are meant to be difficult, but with this difficulty comes immense reward. Writing them down each day allows you to track and acknowledge when you're doing well or not so well on one of these areas. Now that we're done with the grid, the last piece on this now not as blank page is an actualization and visualization exercise. We'll be writing down the affirmation just below the grid. Affirmations come in many different forms and styles, so feel free to use the one that I introduce here if it connects with you, or try something different. The affirmation goes as follows. I am committed to blank, which is an action, goal, or state of being, because blank, which is your why. I will do this by, and then list 3 different actions that you'll be taking, while being, and then list 3 different adjectives that you would like to be. For instance, you could write, I'm committed to being a great family member because I deeply care about those who made me who I am. I will do this by spending quality time, offering solicitous support, and genuinely having fun together while being grateful, open-minded, and fun-loving. As the last step here, we can practice a short visualization for this affirmation. So take a few moments, close your eyes, and really envision what it would be like for this goal, action, or state of being to come into reality. I encourage you to just take a few moments and really dive into that feeling. Finally, I move to the back of the journal and use the habit tracking portion to do just that, track my habits. I track my miracle morning habits alongside working out, learning something new, meeting my daily goal, and a bunch of others. You'd be surprised at how motivating it is to just check off these boxes each and every day. You don't need to commit to doing each of these things every single day in order to gain benefit from this. If you can just journal every day, you'll be able to use it as a keystone habit to then reinforce and build other productive habits on top of. Believe it or not, all of these short, extremely valuable exercises that we just went through take less than 10 minutes to do. Before we continue with some key takeaways, I do want to ask that if you gained any value from this video, that you kindly subscribe. This is a tiny channel and it would truly mean the world. Alright, now that I've done this practice for over 1,500 days in a row, what have I learned? Firstly, it's extremely important to first define and then consistently reiterate your values. I can't stress how impactful it's been to write this down each and every day through my personal mantra, affirmation, and elsewhere. One of the main reasons I started this channel in the first place was the learn and give knowledge section of my personal mantra, as well as the teaching and helping areas that kept popping up in my affirmations. Your values provide you with a moral compass that help you navigate your life through thick and thin. Writing these down each and every day really can be very impactful. Secondly, gratefulness is a powerful tool for happiness. I'm very likely not the first person to tell you this, but gratefulness is the best tool I know of for greatly improving your mood and overall sense of well-being. Particularly, writing down a specific thing to be grateful for rather than a general concept has been immensely helpful with connecting with a consistent sense of gratitude. Next, tracking your goals is crucial to achieving them. Consistent small steps can get you to anywhere that you want to be in life, but you need to know where you're headed in order to get there. Practicing making consistent, bite-sized, daily or weekly goals allows you to chip away at large achievements relating to well-being, productivity, or anything else in life. Lastly, keystone habits are essential to maintaining consistency. Keystone habits are positive habits that serve as a foundation for others to build on top of. This can create a positive domino effect in your life. Journaling is the best keystone habit that I know of for 2 reasons. Firstly, the 8-minute method makes sure that you're consistently aware of your values and your goals. This makes it much easier to have the motivation to nurture new positive habits and keep the existing ones going. Secondly, habit tracking is an absolutely essential tool that journaling provides. How can you know if you're being successful or consistent if you're not tracking it? Building on existing chains of positive habits can truly be the most motivating thing for continuing that habit. I've taught you why and how to start this keystone habit, but what about keeping a positive habit that can last a lifetime? To learn how to do that, watch this video on screen now about key takeaways I learned from meditating for 1,000 days in a row.